The Light of the Lantern. Genre, romantic drama with a touch of magical realism. Setting, a small coastal town, where the sea is both a blessing and a curse. The wind howled softly over the cliffs as Maria climbed the narrow path to the old lighthouse. Her hands, weathered by years of salt and cold, clutched a rusted lantern, the same one her father had given to her long ago, the one that had belonged to Oleg. Every night, she lit it. And every night, the sea remained silent. The townsfolk had long stopped asking her why. They whispered about her behind closed shutters, poor Maria, still waiting for a ghost, but she never listened. She didn't light the lantern for them. She lit it for the man who had promised to come home. 7 years earlier. It had been midsummer when Oleg last kissed her by the shore. The sea was calm that day, too calm, she would later think. He'd been smiling, his dark hair tangled with the wind, his eyes full of that restless hunger that only sailors know. "I'll be back before Christmas," he said. "The sea can be cruel," she replied softly. "Then I'll be kinder," he grinned. The next morning, his ship vanished beyond the horizon. It never returned. Now. Maria's lantern flickered in the fog, casting golden ripples across the waves. The air tasted of salt and memory. She closed her eyes and whispered the same words she had spoken every night for 7 years, "If you can see this light, come home." For a moment, the wind died. The sound of the sea grew distant, muffled, as if the world itself were holding its breath. Then she saw it. Far beyond the rocks, a dim light, another lantern, swinging gently above the waves. Her heart stopped. It was impossible, no ships had sailed these waters in months. She stumbled closer to the edge, clutching her lantern. "Oleg," she called out. The name felt strange, fragile, like glass in her mouth. The fog parted. A small rowboat emerged from the mist. A man was sitting inside, pulling at the oars with steady rhythm. His hair was streaked with gray, his skin pale as moonlight, but his eyes were still the same. "Maria," he said. Her knees gave way. The lantern slipped from her fingers, but instead of falling, it floated, hung there in the air, its flame steady despite the wind. "It can't be you," she whispered. "You're gone. The sea took you." "It tried," he smiled faintly. "But you wouldn't let it." She reached for him, but the air between them shimmered, like heat rising from sand. His hand met hers, cold, but real enough to make her cry out. "Every night I saw your light," he said. "Even in the dark. It called me back." The fog thickened again. The waves rose around them. "Don't go," she pleaded. "I have to," he said gently. "The sea is jealous, Maria. It only lets me come when your light burns brightest." Her heart shattered quietly. "Then I'll never stop lighting it." He smiled, the same way he had that summer long ago, the smile of a man who loved too much and too deeply to belong to the land. "Then I'll always find my way home." And with that, the mist swallowed him. Epilogue. Years later, children still tell the story of the woman by the cliffs who lights her lantern every night. Sailors say they see a soft golden glow on the horizon when the storms grow too strong, a beacon guiding them back to safety. No one knows who she is anymore, or what she's waiting for. But sometimes, when the wind is right and the sea is calm, a fisherman will swear he hears 2 voices singing softly through the mist, one from the shore, and one from far, far out at sea.